27 years. 27 years. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis, aka Keefe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur.
I'm not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I tell you this. It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
It was a prophecy. He said that. If I die tonight, he said that.
Hands on top of your head right now.
We're going to take that male first.
Hands on top of your head.
How did you feel about that?
I'm like, damn. Documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Homeland Security are actively pursuing Diddy, and now he can buy his way out. The situation is expected to get way bigger soon. Keep watching because we'll cover everything in this video, including a deep dive of his new potential charges and updates on his case. There have been rumors and allegations linking Diddy to Tupac's passing. The rumors and allegations linking Diddy to Tupac mostly came from Keefe D, a suspect in the ending of Tupac's life and a member of the Southside Compton Crips. In 2023, Keefe D, who was one of the last living witnesses, pleaded not guilty but was charged with the involvement of the 1996 ending of Tupac Shakur's life. Keefe D claimed that Sean Diddy Combs offered him $1 million to end Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. This claim was also mentioned by a former LAPD detective who investigated the early ending of Biggie's life, which was cut short when he was just 24 years old. However, Diddy has denied these allegations, calling them pure fiction and completely ridiculous. There are claims that Diddy provided Eric Von Zip with $1 million check intended as payment for the hit on Tupac. The check allegedly came from Blackground Records. If that's the case, the government would need to follow the money to determine the source of that check. Blackground Records is an American record label that released albums by artists such as Aaliyah and Timbaland. Eric Von Zip was a notorious figure in Harlem's underworld who had connections to celebrities, gangs, and the music industry. He allegedly received the $1 million check from Diddy. The feds would have to trace the money to make sure it really came from Diddy, and they would need to make sure if Eric Von Zip actually received the check. Gene Deal was a former bodyguard for Sean Diddy Combs. His relationship with Diddy traces back to a shared affiliation with the New York City gang, a bond that initially brought them together and led to Gene Deal's role protecting the founder of Bad Boy Records. Gene was responsible for security and handling different tasks for the record label. He recently publicly announced his willingness to testify against Diddy amid ongoing investigation into Diddy's business and personal conduct. His intimate knowledge of Diddy's personal life and professional life, garnered through his years as a critical figure in Diddy's security team, places him as a potentially pivotal witness should he choose to testify.
After Pac got killed, Zip came up on my man's spot. Zip had a check in his right back pocket, and that check was for $1 million. Gave him that check for Blackground Records. That's what he said. You had to understand who Zip was.
Gene Deal said there were multiple instances of Eric Von Zip allegedly being a top finesser. Gene called him a mastermind and a hustler. Gene Deal then tells a story about how Eric Von Zip had 20 guys in the club with him, and he would say to them, "We need to buy 20 bottles for them to show off to the girls in the club." Von Zip then told each of the guys to give him $500, but he already made a deal for the bottles with the club manager, so he would just keep the $10,000 for himself.
Now, he'll tell all 20 of the guys, I need like $400-500 from each one of y'all. So we could drink all night and we could show how the girls like that. Boom. Zip already went to the manager. Most managers and people in the clubs thought he was Puff's uncle. He already went to and made a deal with him on the bottles.
Mike Tyson also has a story about how Eric Von Zip also allegedly finessed $600,000 from Don King, who's a boxing promoter. He said Von Zip just walked him out the door and said, "He's not feeling well right now. Let's talk about this later." And Don King never got his money back. Mike Tyson then says Von Zip and him had a party instead and spent all the money.
Dom, he came in with the money, he's trying to do something. Dom, please come back. Not right now. He's just not feeling well, dog. Click, bye. And then we're thinking of money, like, wow, we're gonna have a party. Let's get some bitches. Let's get everything. We gotta do it tonight.
Zip is known for just robbing people in various types of ways. I wouldn't say robbing them, you know what I'm saying? Well, because ain't nobody took them to court. Right. Finessing people. Basically. Finessing people.
According to Gene Deal, the $1 million check was allegedly given to Eric Von Zip as payment for the hit on Tupac. Gene Deal suggested that the alleged payment was laundered through Bad Boy and Blackground Records. Eric Von Zip allegedly kept the money for himself, not passing it on to Keefe D as intended. A member of the Crips was allegedly hired for the hit. He has stated that Von Zip provided the pew pew used to end Tupac's life. After not receiving the money, Keefe D infamously cried out, "Show some love, brother love," before he was indicted and charged with Tupac's passing.
After Tupac got killed, Puffy allegedly gave the money, I heard, to Zip.
Yes.
And Zip was supposed to give the money to Keefe and them.
Yes. If he gave the money, Puffy will be in prison now.
You know, Eric Von Zip keeping the money kind of shielded everyone from the situation in its own
so he's a savior
type of way. Yeah, in a way. In a
he's
way.
A savior.
Now Puffy isn't connected to that shit. So the FBI told you that Zip kept that money as well.
They say Zip's a dirty motherfucker. Everybody can cross your ass. You just don't know.
However, these are allegations and there's no concrete evidence to support these claims. Eric Von Zip passed away in 2012. As for Diddy, he is yet to be charged with a crime related to these allegations. Whoa, do you really believe they could blame Diddy for Tupac's passing? Given how much the feds are involved with this, do you really think Diddy knows what happened to Tupac? This is so crazy. It's often said that there's $1 million check, but law enforcement would need to find out if Eric Von Zip actually received the check. And the feds would have to trace the money to make sure it actually came from Diddy. Hopefully the feds will get to the bottom of this and we will all find out the truth. However, Diddy's attorney has said that he is innocent and will continue to fight to clear his name. The legal process will take its course and only time will tell what the outcome might be. It's indeed a situation that has captured global attention. Reactions to Diddy's apparent escape are exploding all over social media, and it seems that everyone is commenting on this scenario, with fans and celebrities alike offering their opinions on this juicy topic. Responses range from shock and horror to complete disbelief. Some people are even putting on their detective gear to try to decipher the evidence and determine the true events. A few of Diddy's well-known acquaintances and fellow celebs are offering their opinions, while some are speaking out and showing their disgust. Others are remaining eerily silent. It begs the question, who knows what? And who might be in on this whole thing? Everyone seems to have something to say about this crazy situation, and you could scroll for hours just looking at the memes. But not everyone is laughing though. The reality of the situation is very serious, as some people are pointing out the inequities and double standards in the legal system, and it's starting some much needed discussions about responsibility, privilege, and power. Ultimately though, the majority of people just want to know the truth about Diddy's reported criminal activities, his escape, and what will happen next. Will he receive justice, or will he, like so many wealthy and well-known people before him, somehow manage to evade punishment? I feel like we're just getting started on this drama, which has more twists and turns than a telenovela. We all seem to be extras in a bizarre real-life film. If the police find him, Diddy's gonna have a lot of explaining to do in court. He might spend a significant amount of time behind bars if proven guilty, of the serious charges against him. But the trial drama is guaranteed to be exciting for us to see. Diddy, though, has resources and contacts, so perhaps he can work his way out of the situation and strike a settlement or get a high-profile attorney who will clear him on a technicality, or maybe like a magician, he will simply disappear into thin air and never be seen again. You understand that Diddy couldn't pull off these kind of tactics by himself. There must be people who would go to great lengths for him. He must pay them very well, or they're just scared of him, or what might happen if they betray him. But despite all his resources and cunning maneuvers, Diddy is still a threat. The police are still pursuing him, and the entire globe is watching to see who wins this version of cat and mouse in real life. Not to mention the possibility that the feds will unearth more information and link him to the unsolved mystery of what happened to Tupac. So, what will happen to Diddy next? Will he escape until the police catch up with him, or will he give himself in and face justice for his alleged crimes? Only time will tell. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm eager to see how it all turns out. Will Diddy be able to reach his new location, or will the law's extended reach eventually catch up with him? And what about everyone else who said they were assisting him? Whatever happens, the drama is only beginning, and the story is far from over. Now, don't forget to let me know and comment down below, do you think Diddy will escape the country successfully? And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that subscribe button for the craziest updates and deep dives into trending topics. But you need to watch this video here to find out more about Diddy's escape and what countries he could have escaped to and how he can be able to get away with it.